Okay, so this is temperature steel. If I use a number 4 bar at 0.12, go back to that table. Number 4 is at 0.12 or 18-inch center to center. So all these little dots right here, it's going to be every 18 inches. And that fulfills all the requirements. So what do? Okay, we took the data, making sure we had the span correct. We took the data, we found out on page on page 478. We went to the table. We have circled there one end continuous. We found out the type of steel, got our thickness based on deflection of 5.5 inches. We checked it for flexure. We checked it for shear. We made a choice. We revised our AD to 0.4. We did the multiplication for moment based on a generic formula. We took that generic moment, put it into a steel formula using our AD revised, found out a formula for area of steel, generic in terms of C, brought it over here. Took this number, multiplied it by each of the numbers above it, got the percent or the area of steel in square inches at each point, went to table on page 449, found out spacings. Once again, I'm going to give you the bar on this problem. If I did it on a test, I surely would have given you a number 4. So all you'd have to do is worry about that line right there. Put the spacing and the bar size on the little sketch. Do the calculation for area of temperature steel. This number is going to change based on the type of rebar you use. Width is always 12. Thickness is what we figured out in part A. Find the square inches per foot. Go to page 449. Come up with the spacing. Satisfied all 3 criteria. Thickness, spacing of bars at critical points, and the spacing of the temperature steel. So that basically takes care of chapter 14, continuous slabs. So now I think we've got ourselves in a position, this is lecture number 3. We got ourselves in a position where we've got a couple units left to do. Right now you're going to have a test coming up on Tuesday. The test, of course, will be test number 2, and you already know what that material is. So you've got to make sure you know the 3 beams. Gone through this twice already, so this isn't new. 3 beams, test 2. 3 beams, a T-beam, and stirrups. Okay, we've already done the lecture on simple slabs. This lecture is on continuous slabs. The one that will follow will be one on development length and concrete columns. So we're not too far behind having test number 3. So if you can get yourself ready for Tuesday, test 2, and then don't worry about homework until after the test. Take test 2, it's going to come online. It's going to be part of Canvas 4060. It's going to have the quizzes link. Okay, you're going to go to the quizzes link and you're going to grab the test out of it. It'll be timed. Okay, so you guys have right now about hour and 20. I'll probably give you an hour and 45 minutes for the test. That'll include some time for you to screw around and get it back to me. I I got a strong feeling the best way, you're going to take the test, you're going to need a printer, most likely, to print off the test. You can either do the test on the test printed off, or you can use paper and just number it appropriately so I know which problem you're doing. Then you're going to have to get it back to me through Canvas. And I'm giving a test tomorrow in surveying. Hopefully, if I run into glitches, I can spot them and alert you before we have a problem in this particular class. So I'm thinking this is what Masa and I have talked about, that you can take and do your problems, write them down on your paper, get everything the way you want it to be for me to grade it, take a picture of it, and then import it back into a file, and then send the file back to me through Canvas. And hopefully it'll work. If that's what I'm going to have the surveying students do tomorrow. If I run into a major glitch and we've got problems, then I'm probably going to email you through Canvas and tell you what the problems were, and if we have to make a change in strategy, apparently we'll have to do that. Hopefully that's not the case. Okay? So study this weekend. Get yourself in a position for the test on Tuesday of next week. You'll have a video tomorrow. It's the one on the simple slabs. I'll be sending that out tomorrow morning. And hopefully everything goes well. Take care and have a good weekend, and I will talk to you via Canvas on Tuesday.